We'll be looking at episode 4 for the Masters of Games online streaming. Like we did in our games last yesterday, we had certain guests that were very very resourceful. Um, for those of you that took part in yesterday's games, I really want to appreciate you all. You did a very good job and appreciate you. So for today's games, we're going to be focusing on let's see now, trying to do something unique. Okay, so let's go back to the riddles. Let's follow the same template we followed yesterday, where we looked at the riddles. Yeah. So yesterday we looked at riddles first. Then we now looked at who said this. Then we ended up with Naso Ibi. So today we're going to be doing something similar to that. Let's start with the riddles now. Let's see. For the riddles we have let's see. For the riddles, we want to make something simple so that people are carried along as we are, playing the games. Okay, are we set? All right. So the first riddle is this. If you have the answer, please feel free to answer rather. So like I said, okay, if you're just joining the stream for the first time, Masters of Games is basically an online event center where people of different cultures, but cultural backgrounds come together to, get to understand what entertainment is about. So my name is Charles Omalame. I'm also a game host aside from producing YouTube videos. My main purpose of this Masters of Games basically is to entertain, inform, and educate. That is the basics of this Masters of Games. I discovered that people around the world are very very depressed. They are sad, and most times people are working too hard and they need somewhere to relax. And most times when people are having programs, maybe like event comedy shows and the rest, people don't have that liberty of doing from the comfort of their home. So I'm making it easier for you to, host the shows rather, just for you to just join in and join us on the Masters of Games. So I'm going to be looking at how to make these Masters of Games happen early in the mornings. From I'm thinking depending on the your time zone that you are. I'm looking at a situation whereby anybody can join the games at any time, but early in the mornings actually, depending on that. But as time progresses, as well, this is just like basically the test running phase. A time will come when we'll now have a structured system where we'll have games from certain times to certain times. But for now, we're trying as much as possible to just work with what we have. You understand? Oh, good morning. I see someone is online. Please just give a like and introduce yourself. I believe were you around for yesterday's games? Please just let's have a like if you heard what I said. Thank you so much. So basically, like I said, those that took part in yesterday's games, I want to appreciate you. Um, I am here to make you entertained. So if you heard what I'm saying, please just give us a like so that I'll know that you are with us. If you are hearing what I'm saying, just give a thumbs up. I'm seeing one person is connected. Just give a thumbs up if you can hear what I'm saying. Welcome. And so for the riddles of today, I'm going to be calling the riddle. If you know the answer, please just give me the answer. If you do not have it, then also let me know. Right, there are 4 persons online. You're all welcome. If you're hearing what I'm saying, please just give a thumbs up so that I know that you are with us. Thank you so much. So the first reading goes like this. The shorter I am, the bigger I am. What am I? Who has the answer to this riddle? The shorter I am, the bigger I am. What am I? Does anybody have an answer to this question? If you're hearing what I'm saying, give a thumbs up so that I know that you are with us. The shorter I am, the bigger I am. What am I? Does anybody want to try to give us the answer to this particular riddle? If you have the answer, please feel free to, answer. The shorter I am, the bigger I am. What am I? Yeah, there are 2 persons on board. Thank you for joining us. Just give a thumbs up so I know that you are following what I'm saying. So, does anybody want to try? I'm going to count 1 to 5. If nobody answers it, then answer that particular riddle. Are we good? Okay. So, I'll call the question again, then I'll count 1 to 5. Nobody answers, then I give the answer. Now, the riddle is this: the shorter I am, the bigger I am. What am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the answer to that particular riddle is temper. Now, temper, the shorter it is, the bigger it is. So that's what the answer to that particular riddle. So let's move to the second riddle. We have if you're following me, please just give a thumbs up so I know that we are together. Yes. The second riddle is this: what has a foot but no legs? What has a foot but no legs? Who can try for us now? Please, if you are joining us, please thumbs up, introduce yourselves, let's know where you are talking from. Just make a reaction so that I know that you are following. Yeah. What has a foot but no legs? Does anybody have an idea? What has a foot but no legs? So I'm going to give a time frame, then I'm going to now say the answer if nobody knows. Yeah. Welcome. I'm seeing three persons online. Please react, say hello, say hi, say something on the comment section so that I know that we are with us. Like I said, Masters of Games is here to entertain you. The basic purpose of this Masters of Games is to educate, entertain, and inform. So rest assured, you just come here to relax and having a nice time. So now the question is, what has a foot but no legs? Now I'm going to count 1 to 5. If nobody knows that riddle, I'll give the answer. Oh hi, yeah. Hi, Maju. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us. I don't think you were around yesterday for the game show, but just follow up with today's one. So the riddle is this. Just give a thumbs up if you are hearing what I'm saying. Give a like, a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay, so basically, if you're not around yesterday, I'm just giving you heads up now. We're in the riddle section. Yeah, Masters of Games, like I said, is an online platform where we host games online. I'm a game host apart from posting YouTube videos, and I want to find a way to be able to reach a larger network of persons to associate and make them happy. Like I said, the purpose of the stream is to entertain, inform, and educate while we're having fun doing that. Okay, like the riddle I asked is what has a foot but no legs? Can you try? Manju, can you try to give an answer? Just try. Do you have an answer? Do you know that riddle? What has a foot but no legs? Just give us a try. Just try and let's see what you can come up with. Yeah, I'm waiting on. So I'm going to count 1 to 5, then I'll give my the answer rather. So I'm going now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the answer to that particular riddle is a ruler. A ruler has a foot but no legs. Okay. So I'm going to be moving to the third question, yeah, which is what stinks when living and smells good when dead? Hmm. Man, this is a very tough riddle. What stinks when living and smells good when dead? Now, who has an answer to? Welcome. If you're just joining us, welcome. Just give us a thumbs up so that we know that you are with us. Manju, yes. I'm still waiting for you. So this is another riddle for you. What stinks when living and smells good when dead? Do you have an idea to this riddle? If you have, please let's hear your answer. What stinks when living and smells good when dead? Manju Yakalarikie. I don't know how to pronounce it well, but I hope I'm trying my best. Where are you calling from? Where are you streaming from? So that's just basically the simple and question. The riddle is what stinks when living and smells good when dead. Does anybody have an answer to this question? So I'm going to count 1 to 5. If you have an answer, let me know. Once I count 1 to 5, then I give the answer. The question goes again. What stinks when living and smells good when dead? Does anybody have an answer? I'm going to count 1 to 5, then I'll give the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So are we seeing me now? Okay, perfect. All right. So the answer to that particular riddle is a bacon. A bacon stinks when living and smells good when dead. Oh, wow. Okay. So the third riddle is the more you take, the more you leave behind. What could that be? The more you take, the more you leave behind. What does that mean? Who has an answer to the riddle? Okay. So the more you take, the more you leave behind. Okay, let's look at another riddle. Yeah. I am tall when I'm young and short when I'm old. What am I? Who can get an answer? I'm seeing one person connected. Please just give us a thumbs up if you can hear what we are saying. I am tall when I'm young and short when I'm old. What am I? Who has an idea to that riddle? Okay, so basically that riddle, like I said, this is episode 4 of Masters of Games. Masters of Games is an online platform where we come together to host games, have fun online. It's a digital space. I think it's one of the first in the world where people come together to, have fun and connect with each other online. So my name is Charles Mulame. I'm a game host as well as a content creator, and I try as much as possible to make sure that the purpose of this Masters of Games is to educate, inform, and entertain. Thank you so much. So the next video we're having is that when when I'm tall. Okay, okay, all right. Are we there together? Okay, welcome. For those, I'm seeing two persons connected. Welcome. Good day, rather. So the question is this again. I'm tall when I'm young and short when I'm old. What am I? Does anybody have an answer? We have two persons connected. Can somebody try? I so can anybody try to get the answer to this particular riddle? Okay, so the answer to this is a candle. A candle is tall when it's young and it's short when it's old. So that's the simple answer. And the next question for this particular section is, what has a head, a tail? Is okay. Okay. What can travel around the world while staying in a corner? So this is the next riddle. What can travel around the world while staying in a corner? Does anybody have an answer to this riddle? So I'm going to count 1 to 5. If anybody has the answer, please let me have it. If not, then I'll call the answer. And what can travel around the world while staying in a corner? Does anybody have an idea to this? Okay, I'm going to count 1 to 5. If nobody has the answer, then I'll call the answer. So the answer is this. What can travel around the world while staying in a corner? So I'll count 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what can travel around the world while staying in a corner is a stamp. That's the thing. You know, stamp now, post stamp. When you put them at the edge of a letter, it gets around the world. So I'm going to be concluding that for the first section, which is the riddles. Yeah, I'm going to be moving to the second section, which is who said this? Yeah. Okay. So who said this? We're going to be focusing on. We're looking at yesterday we talked about certain quotes from different characters. Good morning. Yeah, I see one person is connected. Please, can I know your name? Can you just say hi so that I know that you're with us? Yeah. Good morning. Okay. So yesterday we had who said this. Like I said, who said this is the rules about this particular game is I call out a quote from a particular character, and then you try and guess who said this. So that's just basically it. I'll give you a quote from a film and you tell me who said this. It could be a film, could be a music, you now tell me who said this, and it's beautiful. So let's go. So yesterday we had some, but now to continue from where we stopped yesterday. Okay, so the next one is the question for this particular who said this. I'm going to call a quote for you and you're going to tell me who said this or which film was it said. Do you understand? So good morning. Okay. Who shall you shall not pass? Now, where was this said? Is it The Lion King, The Lord of the Rings, or Die Hard? Who can guess for us? You shall not pass. Where was it said? Was it said in Lion King? Was it said in The Lord of the Rings, or was it said in Die Hard? Who has an answer to this? So I'm going to count 1 to 5. If nobody gets the answer, then I'll call the answer for us. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, the answer to this question is The Lord of the Rings. If you remember, when Gandalf was they were going to, I think they were going to, was it Rohan or so, and then they passed. Good morning. I'm seeing one person connected online. Morning. I Gandalf now told that Balrog that you shall not pass, and he struck his staff, and the thing caught, and it moved, and the floor divided, and Gandalf and Balrog fell into a bottomless pit. That was before he became Gandalf the Grey. So that was where that quote came from. Okay, now this one is very obvious. Who knows this? Who said this? Hakuna Matata. Where was it said? Good morning. Okay, Hakuna Matata. What was it said? Was it said in The Sixth Sense? Was it said in The Lion King or The Hunger's Game? Hakuna Matata. Who has an idea on when it was said? Hakuna Matata. Who can guess? It's going to be fun. Hakuna Matata. Who can guess where it was said? Okay, I'm going to count 1 to 5. Once I count 1 to 5 and nobody gets it, then I'll give the final answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Hakuna Matata was said in The Lion King. Timon and Pumbaa said Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. So that is the meaning of Hakuna Matata. This was a quote that was got from The Lion King. So I'm moving to the third question, which is you've got a friend in me. Now who can guess? Good morning. I see you're connected. Please just say hi so that I know that you are with us. You can do a thumbs up so that I know that you're hearing what I'm saying. Okay, you've got a friend in me who can guess the where this code came from. So I'm going to count 1 to 5 so that if you don't know the question, then I give you the answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You got a friend in me. Was it said by Frozen, Toy Story, or Up? So the answer to that question is Toy Story. You got a friend in me. Those of you that are fans of Buzz Lightyear and Andy, those are Toy Story cartoons. Yeah. Now, um, the next quote is remember who you are. Sounds very familiar. Now, where was it said? Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, Mulan. Now, I'm going to count 1 to 5. If nobody knows the answer, then I'll give the answer to this. Remember who you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the answer to that, remember who you are, is the Lion King. When Simba got to realize himself, he met with Rafiki. Rafiki took him to this pool to see his reflection, and then he was lured away and went to the field and saw the father. The father told him that Simba, he said that how did he put that word? He said you must go back and reclaim your place in the circle of life. He said that remember who you are. The guy was like, Father, he said that you have forgotten who you are. And then Simba had to realize himself, and come and go back to claim his place in the circle of life. Good morning. I'm seeing one person connected. Just give us a hi. I would have Manju. Where is Manju? I'm not seeing you again. No. Okay. So the last question for this particular session is and make bad look so good. Now, this is one of my friends' favorite quotes. I make bad look so good. So I'm going to be giving the options and you tell me the correct answer. We have Metro Man, we have Megamind, and we have Brave. Where was this quote said from? I'm going to count 1 to 5. If anyone knows this answer, please give me. If you do not know, then I will call it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Answer to that particular question is Megamind. Megamind, that's the cartoon. I don't know, those are Megamind that's blue, has a big head. Yes, I think what is it DreamWorks that did the Megamind or Disney? I don't really know, but that's Megamind. That's where that particular um quote came from. If you're having fun so far, please give a thumbs up so I know that you're enjoying the games that we are doing. Don't worry, don't just take it gradually. We are building momentum in regards the game. So like I said, Masters of Games is basically looking at how to inform, entertain, and educate people, while having fun doing it. So just relax and have a nice time. Like I say in all my videos, if you like the video, please share. So anytime we're going online like this, you could share the stream so that people can join from around the world. You can always share the stream so that anybody that wants to join can join Masters of Games so that we can reach a large network of persons. I'm here to serve you all. And like I say in all my videos, if you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Till me next time. Cheers. So this is episode 4 of the Masters of Games live stream. See you in other episodes. Cheers.